989 days before the tournament starts, these 10 teams just became the first to be eliminated from the 2026 World Cup. We'll talk about those games, the ongoing qualifiers in South America, and the penultimate round of fixtures in Euro 2024 qualifying. So starting in Europe with Group J, it's in a random order. Portugal confirmed qualification with a 3-2 win over Slovakia, and Luxembourg only get 1 point over 2 games to leave them 5 points off the top 2. Bosnia are now mathematically eliminated. Luxembourg will ruin the missed chances against Iceland and Slovakia. This is the closest they've ever been to qualifying for a major tournament. All hope isn't lost, but they'll need to win their remaining games against Bosnia and Liechtenstein and hope Slovakia lose both their remaining games to qualify directly. In Group D, Latvia get their first win and damage Armenia's chances. Turkey get a huge win at Croatia and then beat Latvia 4-0 to confirm their qualification to the Euros. Croatia also lose their game against Wales, leaving them both on 10 points, but Wales have the better head-to-head record. 2 games left to go and Wales still have Turkey left to play, so it's anyone's game. Northern Ireland get a meaningless win against San Marino in Group H, and Slovenia beat Finland 3-0 to stay top. Denmark increase the gap between second and third to 4 points. Kazakhstan win a massive game at Finland to stay alive, but Slovenia and Denmark pull away from them. San Marino managed to score a goal against Denmark and only lose by 1 goal to the 18th best team in the world. A night to remember in San Marino. Finland will now have to go through the playoffs. In Group C, Ukraine pull away from North Macedonia with a 2-0 win. Italy eased past Malta to go back to second, but lost 3-1 to England, who guarantee their qualification to the Euros. Ukraine's win at Malta means they're the ones in second place, 3 points ahead of Italy. If Italy beat North Macedonia, which, as we all know, is by no means a given, it will all come down to a final game between Ukraine and Italy. As Italy won the reverse fixture, a draw would mean Italy would qualify directly. Ukraine would need to win. Lithuania get their first win of the qualifiers in Group G. Hungary come out on top in the top 2 clash against Serbia, but can only draw 2-2 at Lithuania. Bulgaria and Lithuania are both eliminated, but Montenegro still have an outside chance to qualify. They would need to win their last 2 games against Hungary and Lithuania and hope that either Serbia or Hungary lose to Bulgaria. In Group B, France confirmed qualification with a 2-0 win in Holland, who then beat Greece to move into the top 2. Ireland are now eliminated and it looks bleak for Greece. They need to win in Paris and hope the Netherlands fail to beat Ireland and Gibraltar. In a group that was pretty much decided already, Azerbaijan beat Estonia 2-0, Austria get 2 goals back against Belgium but nothing more, but they do win in Azerbaijan. The game between Belgium and Sweden was abandoned at half-time for security reasons, and I'm not sure if it will be replayed or if the result is final. But either way, Belgium and Austria are both going to Euro 2024. With 4 teams still vying for the top 2 spots, Albania stay in first after a 3-0 win over the Czech Republic, who then beat the Faroe Islands to go back into the top 2. 159th ranked Moldova get a huge point at Poland to keep them both in contention for qualifying. Group E is probably the tightest of them all. Poland have played 1 more than the rest, and Albania would confirm qualification with just a point against Moldova. Scotland's unbeaten run ended in Group A as Spain beat them 2-0. Cyprus go on pointless and Norway's loss to Spain means Spain and Scotland are guaranteed to qualify. Georgia have a playoff place confirmed, but Norway still have to wait for other results to go their way to end up with a second chance. It's uncertain if and how Group I will be concluded due to goings on outside of football, but Belarus go crazy and get points against both Romania and Switzerland, leaving Israel a golden opportunity if they can play their remaining fixtures. Belarus are eliminated, Kosovo still with a tiny outside chance, but this group will ultimately be decided off the pitch. So after that dramatic week, 8 teams are now guaranteed to join Germany at Euro 2024. 1 more round of fixtures and the playoffs will decide who takes the remaining 15 slots. Moving west now to South America, where the second round of fixtures of their World Cup qualifiers get underway. Ecuador are putting their 3-point deduction behind them with a win over Bolivia. Chile get their first win of the qualifiers over Peru. Venezuela come from behind to get an important point in Brazil. Colombia and Uruguay both sit in the top 6 after a 2-2 draw. Colombia then draw again away at Ecuador. Uruguay go up to second with a 2-0 win over Brazil. Argentina keep up their 100% record in Peru. The Venezuelans keep surprising everyone with that 3-0 win over Chile. And Bolivia remain pointless at the bottom as Paraguay climbs into the playoff slot. So Venezuela are the big winners of this international break. 7 points from 4 games is bloody good going, and it's looking like this could finally be the year they actually qualify for a World Cup. Brazil will be disappointed with only 1 point from games against Venezuela and Uruguay, but they still sit 3 points ahead of 7th. Another continent began its World Cup journey this week, the first round of AFC qualifying, in which the bottom 20 ranked teams play a 2-legged match to see who will go through to the second round. You can see a full explanation of how Asian qualifying will work, along with every other continent in this video. Despite a 0-0 draw in the second leg, Macau were beaten 5-1 on aggregate by Myanmar to eliminate them. There's a sniff of a Bhutan comeback in the second leg, but Hong Kong's 4-0 win is too much to overcome. The lowest ranked side, Sri Lanka, lose to Yemen, but can be proud of their point in the home leg. In arguably the most unequal fixture, Guam do very well to stay within 1 goal of Singapore in both legs. Pakistan caused the big upset of the round by beating Cambodia in what is their first ever World Cup qualifying victory. Indonesia batter Brunei 12-0 on aggregate. Afghanistan narrowly beat Mongolia 1-0 in both legs. Chinese Taipei eased past Timor-Leste and into round 2. Laos are once again out in the first round after losing to Nepal, and Bangladesh caused another upset against the Maldives, beating them 3-2. So we now have our first 10 eliminated teams from the 2026 World Cup. A combined total of 54 million people will now have to wait another 4 years to see their teams compete to play in the most prestigious tournament in the world. If we compare the actual results to those of the simulation in my World Cup qualification video, it got 7 out of 10 results correct. Next month we'll see the other Asian countries come into the fray in round 2, and African qualification will also get underway.